Speaking English fluently is a goal for many learners, but the biggest challenge isn't just about knowing enough vocabulary or mastering grammar. It's about the ability to think quickly and form sentences effortlessly in real-time conversations. Many learners struggle with hesitation, long pauses, and the habit of mentally translating from their native language before speaking, which slows them down and makes conversations feel unnatural. This gap between knowledge and fluency can be frustrating, leading to self-doubt and a fear of speaking. However, fluency isn't about perfection, it's about confidence, speed, and flow. The ability to think fast and speak naturally doesn't develop overnight, but with consistent practice, the right mindset, and proven techniques, anyone can break through these barriers and achieve true fluency. The key is to train your brain to process English as a natural language, just as native speakers do, without overthinking or second-guessing every word. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to think quickly in English is that their brains are not yet trained to process the language automatically. If you constantly translate from your native language before speaking, you are adding an extra mental step that slows you down and disrupts the natural flow of conversation. This habit makes it difficult to respond instantly, causing long pauses and hesitation. Another major obstacle is a lack of confidence. The fear of making mistakes can create self-doubt, making you second-guess your words instead of speaking freely. When you overanalyze every sentence, fluency takes a back seat. Additionally, limited exposure to real spoken English can be a significant barrier. If most of your learning comes from textbooks and grammar exercises rather than real conversations, your brain doesn't get the necessary training to think and respond in real time. Natural fluency comes from hearing, processing, and using English in a dynamic way, just like native speakers do. To overcome these challenges, it's crucial to train your brain to think in English, build confidence, and immerse yourself in real-world conversations. Many language learners hesitate while speaking because they strive for perfection, mistakes, or awkward phrasing. However, perfectionism is the biggest barrier to fluency. The truth is, even native speakers don't always speak flawlessly. They pause, use fillers like or, and often correct themselves mid-sentence. The key to fluency is not about speaking perfectly, it's about speaking confidently and continuously. When you overthink every word, your brain slows down, making conversations feel stressful and unnatural. Instead, train yourself to keep going, even if you make a mistake. If you say something incorrectly, don't stop or apologize. Simply rephrase it naturally. Move forward. This habit not only builds confidence, but also helps your brain process language faster. If you say something incorrectly, don't stop or apologize. Simply rephrase it naturally and move forward. This habit not only builds confidence, but also helps your brain process language faster. The more you practice spontaneous speech, the quicker your responses will become. Over time, your mind will adapt to thinking and speaking in English without hesitation, making your conversations sound more natural and effortless. Let me tell you the story of my student Maria. A university student from Brazil had spent years studying English, mastering grammar rules, and expanding her vocabulary. However, when it came to speaking, she always found herself struggling. Every time she tried to have a conversation, she would freeze, her mind racing to find the perfect word. The fear of making mistakes held her back, and as a result, she avoided speaking in English altogether. This not only affected her confidence, but also made her feel like all her hard work was going to waste. One day, Maria decided that enough was enough. She realized that waiting until she was perfect at English would never work. She had to take action. Instead of overanalyzing her speech, She started practicing every single day. She talked to herself in the mirror, describing her day and expressing her thoughts out loud. She recorded her voice and played it back to notice areas of improvement. She even pushed herself to join an online speaking club, where she could practice with real people from around the world. At first, it was nerve-wracking. She still hesitated, stumbled over words, and sometimes felt embarrassed. But she kept going. With each conversation, she reminded herself that mistakes were a part of learning. Over time, something incredible happened. Her words started flowing naturally. She no longer stopped mid-sentence to search for the perfect word. Instead, she embraced the conversation and expressed herself freely. Her confidence soared, and she found joy in speaking rather than fear. Maria's journey taught her an important lesson. Fluency isn't about perfection, it's about progress. By allowing herself to speak, without the constant pressure of being flawless, she unlocked a new level of confidence. What once seemed impossible became second nature, proving that anyone can become fluent if they're willing to take the leap and embrace the process. Let tell you questo improve your thinking speed. Firstly, practice rapid response drills to train your brain to think quickly. Choose a simple topic and try to speak about it for 1 minute without stopping. For example, describe your favorite food, your daily routine, or a recent trip. The goal is to keep talking, even if you have to use simple words or repeat to yourself. This exercise helps eliminate hesitation and forces your brain to process English faster. Secondly, use the shadowing technique, where you listen to native speakers and repeat what they say immediately, trying to match their speed, tone, and pronunciation. This method helps your brain adapt to the natural rhythm of English, making it easier to form sentences on the spot without overthinking. Thirdly, play the 5-second rule game to challenge yourself to respond quickly. Ask yourself a question and force yourself to answer within 5 seconds. For example, if you ask, "What do you like to do on weekends?" you must respond immediately, without pausing to think. The quicker you respond, the better your thinking speed will become, helping you develop fluency in spontaneous conversations. The quicker you respond, the better your thinking speed will become, helping you develop fluency in spontaneous conversations. The quicker you respond, the better your thinking speed will become, helping you develop fluency in spontaneous conversations. The more you engage with others, the faster your brain will adapt to thinking in English. Find a language partner, join a discussion group, or, if you don't have a partner, talk to yourself aloud. Thinking fast and speaking fluently in English is not about having a perfect accent or knowing every word in the dictionary. It's about confidence, practice, and training your brain to respond quickly. The more you expose yourself to English, the more comfortable you will become. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Fluency comes from speaking often, not from speaking perfectly. If this video has helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on improving your English fluency. Keep practicing, stay confident, and you will see improvement in no time.